You reach, you enter, you touch. So, Pastor, give me scriptures. Don't give me rhymes and psychology, if that's what you think it is. So, the water comes, and when the water comes, I need to have wells. I need to have wells. What are some of my wells? Let's look at it very quickly. Help me, Lord. Zovanapala Katayvus. Go very quickly. Let me edit. Go to Proverbs chapter 16, verse 22. Proverbs 16, verse 22. Go there real quick. Understanding is what? Understanding is a wellspring. A wellspring. So, what is the wellspring I need? What's the wellspring I need? How do I get wells? By digging. So, how does understanding come? By digging, probing, removing layers, researching. Thank you, sir. Researching, preaching will give you rain. Meditation, study, and research will give you wells. It's okay to clap, I promise you. This is the reason a lot of Africans, they've had many rainy seasons, but no well to hand over to another generation. So we move from rain. In fact, what we do in Africa is we look for where is it raining now? Where is it raining now? Not knowing that where you are, even though it's not raining, if you dig, you find water. And if you stay long enough, you will get rain. Oh, come on now. And that more people go to wells than people go to rain, eventually. Because rain is not always predictable, but the well is there. So if you have a system of study and research and meditation that gives you understanding, you can consistently draw out the moisture you need to irrigate the projects you have. Are you following this? Now, understands the wellspring of light to him who has it, but the correction of fools is what? Folly. Don't let me talk about foolishness today. Is it okay? Let me just move on. Go to verse 23. Now the heart of the teaches. So where is this understanding? The understanding is from your heart, your subconscious mind. Where does this well exist? This well exists in your belly. That's why Jesus said to the woman in John chapter 4, he said, if you knew who was speaking to you, you ask me for water and I'll give it to you. You remember that? And then he said in John chapter 6, out of your belly or your heart, another one says heart, your inner man shall flow the rivers of living water. I'll show us Proverbs chapter 4 shortly now, where he says, out of, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it. So where's the well? Where's your well? Be confident now. Where's your well? Where is your well? Good. That word belly is also for heart. It's in that context, in the original text, belly is heart. So where's your heart? Where's your well? In your heart. Say, where's your well? Ask your neighbor, where's your well? Wait for an answer. This is why, don't forget, when Abraham dug wells, the Philistines filled it with dirt. When Isaac tried to dig the same wells, what did they do again? They filled it with dirt. This is the reason the enemy is always trying to fill your heart with dirt, with bitterness, with junk, with lust, with a sense of loss, with mental health. Why? He's trying to pollute your well. Because nobody consistently comes to draw water from a dirty So for some of you, remember those days where you used to use Doro, Bucci, to draw water. There were different kinds of wells. Is that your kuno I can see there? Oh my goodness, it's good to say hi, Kuno. You're welcome. Thanks for coming out to be with us today. We're working on some very interesting projects together. It's my private coaching community now. And I'm seeing it for the first time, I believe, in my life. See, this is what you do. Build wells outside and they'll drink your coaching well and come to your spiritual. Welcome in the name of the Lord. Can we all celebrate like... So remember those days of Dorobuchi? Dorobuchi. And it used to cause fights in the yard. That look be buckets, me my phone here, to that be buckets. Be peli me wa. Let's not go into that. Now, there were different kinds of wells. There were wells that were open. And some of those wells, lizard will enter. Wall gecko will enter. Frogs, leaves. And some of you used to draw water early in the morning to go to school. You had to leave very early. And sometimes the moonlight will not be there. And so you go in, throw in the bucket. You pull it. Hey, kick is key. I'm like, why is everybody looking for Kiki's key? I thought the last time we heard it was Kiki, are you riding? Now the key is lost. It's now Kiki's key. Come yo, just leave Kiki and her car alone. Leave Kiki and her car alone. Some people don't know what that is. Let me run. So see this. What did you say? It's not unholy. So you no light, you throw that kick. You draw the water and then you go to the face mask lap you made of corrugated tin sheets. Those 1 square meter bathroom. You stand on a stone. I have experience. You stand on the stone, then you have to perch, because the corrugated sheet was not that tall. You don't want people to see, there are certain holes there. You put sponge to hide the hole. And then you pour water on yourself. And then things are moving on your body. An open well can cause more harm than good. Then there were other kinds of wells that covered it, but with stick plank. Just put like 3 planks on top of it. By the time I remove the plank, spirogyra is already growing from the other side. Mushroom. And some people will pluck the mushroom and go and cook with stew. Then there were secured wells. They will padlock it in 4 places and scatter the key across the compound. Dig a hole, put inside, bonfita leaf. They throw it on the tree. Another one under the 3rd corrugated sheet of the ceiling. Then the other one, they swallow it. So some of them is with the landlord, so there's time for fetching the well. Look at your neighbor, say, protect your well. So we've seen that the heart is the wellspring. Let me run. It's okay to clap. Go to Go to Proverbs chapter 18, verse 4. Yeah, let's build it like that. Proverbs 18, verse 4. Go there very quickly. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom is a... So the wellspring is in the heart. That's why in Proverbs 16 I read earlier, he said a man's heart will teach his lips to speak, will teach his mouth to speak, and add learning to his lips. So it means that you dig the well through research and study. Then you reflect on the word through meditation. So that your words will be the outflow or the overflow of the meditations of your heart. So don't just speak about situations, meditate on them first. And then let your heart teach your mouth what to say. Because most of the troubles we've had in life is we spoke before we meditated. You hadn't reflected on it. You had cookie cutter answers. Case in point, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Same to you. Anybody like that? Right? Or you had cookie cutter answers. You're like, the day I'm going to see that girl, I'll tell that girl, I really love you. And then she's going to be like, oh, me too. And then I'll be like, well, that makes two of us. You premeditated that. So you went to go and meet her, I really love too. And then she said, not really. Then you now said, that makes two of us. No meditation, only confusion. So you meditate, and meditating is digging out the dirt. They keep digging out the dirt. If you saw them dig a well in your house, they kept bringing out the dirt until they found clean water. If you dig in your heart long enough, you'll find a place of purity. You are not as corrupt as you think. You've just not dug deep enough. I'm speaking about the believer. I'm speaking about the believer. The unbeliever, you are as corrupt as you think and more. Chief Corruption Officer, CCO. ODMRDO. You see what I'm saying? But for the believer, you're not really corrupt because your heart is made right with Christ. However, life throws dirt in your way. Dirt. You just say, you say what? Shake Bum Bum? You've not seen any Shake Bum Bum video? And you're in your industry. So you are sheep amongst sheep, not sheep amongst wolves. Salt on salt. What an insult. You see it. You might not go and look for it, but you go to an eatery or a cafe, and the first video there can assault your mind for the next couple of hours. You now start using your anointing for personal maintenance. So we need to dig. Look at him and say, dig it out. Say, get it out. Say, remove it now. We find a place of purity. What's the place of purity? We are seeing things the way God sees them. We're seeing people the way God sees them. We're seeing bodies the way God. We're seeing money the way God sees it. We're seeing Nigeria the way God sees it. That one requires plenty of digging. The challenge, I need to close, guys. The challenge with the digging of Nigeria is, as they dig, in a rush. There are people that like the dirt. I'm a pig. There are people that like the dirt. That's the problem. So we need to have more diggers than dirtiers. More diggers than dumpers. Or more diggers connected strategically to build a fence around what they're digging and keep the... Because so many people tell us, I'm a digger. They bring the digger, and they use the digger to be killing people that are digging. Yet they will now say, no diggity. Let me break you. So from the heart, we then draw the water. Look at Proverbs 20, verse 5. Let me do some more scriptures. We'll close. Where's Hannah? Hannah. Oh, teaching, all right. Tell her I asked after her. Counsel in the Heart of man is like what? Are you saying all these expressions? Look at neighbor, say you are deep. Say you have deep words. You have deep thoughts. You have deep meditations. You have deep ideas. You have deep reflections. You have deep treasures. You have a deep inheritance. You have a deep pastor. His wife is deep. You are in a deep church. Deep is calling on to the... We are not currently in Bagada, but we are also deeper life. All love and honor to the Father and the faith. The pastor, WF. This man, study them. Oh. You know, we have a lot of, you can study their consecrations. I shared one of the videos with leaders. You know, so don't let me tell the leaders what, just ask them one of the, yeah. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water. Man of what? So do you remember that understanding is the wellspring? Yes. So don't go tap deep, go well deep. Get under that problem and dig it out. You have the power. Jesus said, behold, all authority in heaven and on earth have been given to me. And Jesus went to the deepest part of the earth. When you get to the deepest part of a thing, you can topple it over. That's why sometimes not only the leader that can change your place, the people who carry the burden. When Nigeria is ready, we will change. The hunger never prepare enough people. The grassroots. Grass what? Grass what? Doesn't mean you have to be a herbalist. But don't joke with the grass roots. Kosewe, kosegbo. I need to close, guys. We're going to Lekki. Counsel in the heart. Science students. See, a lyricist said I'm busting his head. I need to structure something around this, my lyrics. Beyond what I'm already doing. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of what? So if you lack understanding, there will be plenty of water in your well. But you know if you draw it out, all your prophecies will be potential. They'll say, that girl is very deep. Yes, she's very deep. Oh, she's deep. Yes. She's a drug. She don't draw. Look at your neighbor. Say you don't need to have a pencil or a sketch pad to draw it out.